Louisville head coach Danny Busboom Kelly, student athletes Iko Jones, Anna Stevenson, and Melanie McHenry. Louisville plays Sanford at 5 p.m. Thursday in the first round of the NCAA tournament. We'll take an opening statement from Coach and then open it up for questions.
Well, first of all, we're just really happy to be here and have a chance to make a run in the NCAA tournament, and it's even more exciting to stay in the state of Kentucky. And this is such a amazing volleyball state. It's just cool that we only have to travel an hour and a half and be in the same city as one of the greatest programs in this state. So again, we're just excited to be here and compete.
If you don't mind, just state your name and affiliation before the question.
Elliot Pratt, Bowling Green Daily News. Just how has the second half of this season really sort of transpired, where you dealt with the injury and just kind of went through some adversity there, and just what have you learned from your team lately into where you are now?
We've done a great job of fighting through adversity this year, and just controlling what we can control, and that's been the biggest thing to us finishing strong in the last few weeks. But we have a bunch of competitors and players that love to compete, love to win, but also just love being a part of this team.
Sort of the same question for any of the players, just what you guys have learned about each other just as you've had to really grow through some things.
Well, I've learned that the strength of our team is in our team, I guess, for want of a better term, but just that the harder things get, or as each aspect of adversity comes along, the more we lean on each other, the better we play and the more fun we have, and just shown we've grown together, not as individuals but as a team, and it just continues to help us just ride the waves throughout the season. I think it's awesome.
I think it's just shown how involved and how much of an impact you can have even when you're not playing, because Mel obviously had a huge impact on the court, but I feel like it's been almost the same off the court, getting coached by her.
I mean, going off of what they said, this team's a family no matter what we go through, and families go through a bunch of stuff year in, year out, and that's what this team has really strived for this year, is to be a family, and it shows how we've progressed through the season no matter what has happened, what adversity we've gone through. This team's a family, and we stick true to that every single day we are together.
Coach, where have you seen the contributions come from in Melanie's absence?
I think it's just a combination of everybody, and I've had this question many times throughout the year, and it's different every night, and you see it in different ways. So obviously, Iko's had to take on a bigger role, and along with Anna, so these two probably, as far as kills go, have made some of the bigger contributions. But Amber Stiverins came in, who was playing a very limited role, and she's been playing awesome. And then we have Claire Chassé, not only playing in the front row, but now she's playing all the way around, 6 rotations, and so she's really had to change her mindset and be more of a complete player than maybe she was expecting this year. So I definitely can't really say it's from one person. It's been somebody different literally every match.
Drake, you have a question?
It's Drake Kaiser from the College Heights Herald. This one's for Coach. The last time that a lot of us probably have seen you guys play was when you guys did play WKU in very early September. I mean, how do you feel like your team has progressed since that point?
Well, I think both of us, WKU and us, are a lot different. We've changed our lineup and lost, arguably our best player. So we're a much different team, and WKU, just watching film on them, it's much improved. So, I don't really know how many similarities there are to the first time, so I think it's almost 2 brand new teams that'll on the court.
And whenever the selection show was going on, the girls for the WKU team, they were pretty excited to see you guys come up in the same region. Did you guys have a similar reaction, that you might get to have that rematch? This one's for coach and players.
Yeah, absolutely. And, just because WKU's had an amazing year, and like I said, it's just getting to represent the state of Kentucky and how great volleyball is here. So it was exciting to know that we didn't have to get on a plane, and we only had to drive a couple hours and stay at state, and so we were pumped.
It was the same. It was very exciting to see that, and mainly because we get to stay in Kentucky, and we get the opportunity to progress to the second round, and then once we do that, to play a team that we've seen before, but that we haven't seen before, in a sense. We've both grown so much, like Danny said, so that would also be a cool matchup after we match up with Stanford if we come out on top on that one.
I just think it'd be kind of fun to be their only 2 losses on the year. And like, I don't know, that's like a challenge for them and us, and I think we're both coming into it like excited just to compete.
Yeah, obviously when our name popped up in WKU's region, we were really excited, but first we got to play Sanford first and just take it to them, and then we'll get the matchup that we wanted.
And then for Coach again, with Sanford, I mean, what have you kind of seen from them in just the short time you've been able to prepare for them?
Well, going back to when I was at Nebraska, coached against Keeler Chan many times when he was at Northwestern, and I always thought his teams were well trained, and you can tell that on film. They're extremely well trained, and they are not going to give us any points, and that's been a challenge for our team this entire year, is playing opponents that play clean, that really make us, play well and well on our side of the net. So I know they're going to be a challenge, and there's no doubt that he's going to have them ready to go, and they have a couple outside hitters that are really hard to stop. So they will be a big challenge.
Elliot, did you have another question? Anything else? All right, thank you all.